Hi, I'm Alistair, the Grumpy CIO. And what am I grumpy about this week? Losing chess matches. Well, actually, I'm not grumpy about losing chess matches because it's a wonderful education and I'm so glad I got back into it after many years away. Because chess is a fantastic analogy for business into not wasting your time. What does that mean? Well, let's have a look here. There's a little king and queen just laughing for the AI for don't waste my wonderful analogy. Ha ha ha. I lost these last two games. I'm the Australian Idol if you want to find me on chess.com and give me a game. And sometimes you do lose them. I lost both those games on time. They're 10-minute limited games and I ran out of time. I was taking too long to make decisions and I lost. So there you go. Why is that valuable? Well, time is the enemy. Any salesperson could tell you this. There's customers you could speak to, potential clients you could speak to. Time is always your enemy. Salespeople get that instinctively. But for many of the rest of us as well, it feels like time isn't the problem. It's lack of knowledge. It's lack of decision. But chess is a great analogy for this. The rules are not very complicated. You can teach them to a primary school child, an early primary school child. The knight, the clever horsey moves this way. The knight, the bishop moves this way. That's a long sticky one. They're very easy moves. But making the decisions sometimes feels like a mess. So here's a game I was playing. White is kind of winning. But what move you're going to make next and how. Now, if you have time on your side, which you can do, you can sit there and work it out and pick your way through. And some of the games that get played, like you've got like days to make moves. A 10-minute game is really interesting. 10 minutes means you've got 10 minutes to make every move in the match and win. If you haven't won the game by 10 minutes, you lose. Or your opponent also has 10 minutes, the shot clock's time. So sometimes you're actually challenging each other on the moves, but you're also challenging each other on time. Who's going to run out of time? 10 minutes is really interesting because you do have time to think. So when do you need to decide? So there's lots of decisions, but sometimes you don't need to rush. And you can also lose games for not running out of time, but going, I feel I need to make a decision now. I must make a decision now. But actually looking back at it, you didn't. If you're playing a 10-minute game of chess, you can, because I've tried it, you can take like a minute over like a couple of moves and still get through things. So there's times when you can just pause, and 60 seconds for a relatively simple thing is quite a long time, and actually just work out what to do. So time is your enemy on both cases. I got to make a decision now. No, you don't. I need more time to make a decision. You don't have it. Time is the enemy. So the lessons are, the most important thing to take away from this, I think, which is taken away from chess into business, is to repeat, when do you need to decide? You'll never know if it's right, and also many times you will get it wrong. Magnus Carlsen, greatest active chess player, possibly the greatest of all time, Kasparov and Fischer, other names come into their thing, but he loses lots of games, doesn't win everything at all, particularly playing rapid chess. And as I said, if you get down from playing 10 minutes, you have time to think. 5 minutes and below is really interesting because you have no time to think. You're just going by patterns, just going by memory. So of course the best players win most of the time, but they don't win all the time. Even the best players of chess gets things wrong. The best business people, if you're having to make decisions quickly, will get them right quite a lot of time, but they will get them wrong. But when do you need to decide? When do you need to make a decision? So I think that's the lesson I've taken away from chess to take away from business. The other lesson, which you can see on this picture, is that the AI has absolutely no idea how many pieces should be in a chessboard. It's clearly been trained to actually recognise a chessboard, sort of, and the fact that someone's playing, staring intently across it. Nobody's given it training data on how many pieces are on a chessboard. So there you go, things that the AI will improve over the coming years. I'm Alistair, the Grumpy CIO of www.shipshape.vc. We help you find the money you need. We are the search engine for investors. Come to us, find the money you need. Thanks all for watching.